Guys, I feel like the world is finally ready to embrace Typhoid Mary and all of her gloriousness. Okay. This woman has been done so dirty by the MCU. I refuse to even watch the rest of that show. She would never be a cop. Never. Actually, the one time she worked for the government, she was brainwashed into it, and you weren't allowed to say her name because she would snap out of it and become her full, glorious, incredible self again. So there's that. So I'm not going to read all that because it's just Peter Parker doing, Spider-Man stuff. His whole spandex running around the neighborhood, beating up people thing. Boring. And at the end of his night where he's, running around in his pajamas or whatever, he thinks, I wonder if I can make money. That's what he's thinking about. He spots a crime scene. Big crime scene. Very, very bloody crime scene. Very, very gnarly scene here. Naturally, what is Peter Parker going to do? In this horrific crime scene, what's he going to do? What's he going to do? Profit off of it? Did you guess that? Because, yeah, that's what he's going to do. He's going to take some pictures. And while he's taking pictures, he's like, this is really, really, really bad. What would make somebody do this? And the cops are saying, this guy hurt some women. Maybe the serial killer we're after, maybe he has certain types of targets. Maybe. And the lady cop, she's like, how you guys treating your girlfriends? But there's a witness to this crime, right? And everyone's like, this dude's taking bad guys out. And they're like, what's crazy? This lady said she saw it. And she said it was a lady who did all that. No way a little tiny little old lady could do all that, right? She says so, but we're not going to believe her. And so the lady's like, yeah, it was a girl. And not only was it a girl, but she went through a list of all of the things that he had done to women, and she did them back to him. I watched it. It was horrible. And she was dressed. If Typhoid Mary is not giving you like total feminine icon vibes right now, like, guys, I know you're rooting for her. There's no way you're hearing the story and going, oh, she's lame. She did all of this that men didn't believe her, and she was dressed to the nines. And so Peter Parker, after their little interview with this very traumatized woman who witnessed this horrific crime, says, my girlfriend will cook you a meal. Let me get you her number. Mary Jane, the same Mary Jane that he has been avoiding all night while he's been beating guys up and then running around taking pictures of dead bodies and now interviewing this lady for his little scoop of the story. He's like, let my girlfriend show you some kindness. Here's her phone number. All right, so Spider-Man gonna do his Spider-Man-y stuff, swapping out of his, torn pajama suit, whatever. Boring. Now we find out that lady, that poor traumatized lady who witnessed everything. Who is she? I think she's done with her meds. She's awfully artsy. And she's well armed. We love a well-armed baddie. And so now she's coming to the realization that quite possibly it was her all along, and that guy had done really terrible things to women, horrible things to girls. The first victim was strangled with her own stockings. The second shot while watching TV. Horrific. This dude is a bad dude. Wouldn't the cops get him? No, they didn't. They couldn't prove a thing. And he was walking free. Sounds familiar. So there's poor Mary Jane looking all gorgeous, making a meal for her boyfriend who's been out gallivanting all night, when she gets a call from a lady. And who's the lady that comes over? Ah, Typhoid Mary. Look at her. I know, she's fabulous. And you know why she dresses like that? Because she can. So this is Typhoid, and Typhoid Mary has a lot of personalities. This is the one we love. We love her, and we love Bloody Mary. You're going to see Bloody Mary in a little bit, and you're going to know why. She has a nice little conversation with Mary Jane about how she's spending her life doting on Peter Parker while he doesn't even think about her. And she tells her, not only are you like the last thing he thought about, but he invited me over here for you to cook for me. He's even telling you to do stuff for him to make him look good. What? That's crazy. She says, give it up, Cinderella. Time to stop waiting for your warty old toad prince to kiss you awake. Just then, Peter Parker swings in. Mary Jane, are you okay? Are you okay? Aw, I'm here now. Oh, she ends up at a bar, and what do you think guys do when they see her dressed like this? You already know. You already know how this is gonna end. I don't have to tell you. And so now she's like, follow me, boys, for a good time. Now, of course, she's gonna whoop him, and she tells him no charge this time. Oh, no. Peter Parker's after her now. He's mad because she messed with his girlfriend, putting ideas of feminism all up in his girlfriend's head. Now he's got to, revenge. And Peter Parker, with his misogyny, says, strange, you don't dress like a man-hater, because she's got to be dressing like this for the pleasure of men. That's the only reason a woman would dress like this, right? Not because she felt like she wanted to. She felt like she looked amazing, which she does, by the way. And she assures him she does love men who aren't piles of crap. Taunts him with his goody two-shoe morals. You never hit a girl. Bam, heel to the face. And of course, Peter Parker's like, you're not a girl. You're a serial killer. He's like, why are you killing these men? And she's like, I don't do that. And now you get to see some of her telekinesis powers. Yeah, she's a mutant. She's a mutant. She's got some powers. Okay, and so now she has a moment of clarity coming through to another personality. And her other personality is like, I got to get out of here. I don't know what's going on. And Typhoid, her fiery personality is like, nah, I'm here. I'm here. Nope, it's not Typhoid. It's Bloody Mary. Oh my goodness. Look at that. Her next personality. And now she's got to go back hunting her list. So that man unalived a woman while she was watching TV. And now Bloody Mary is going to do the exact same thing to him. Until, Peter Parker. Boy Scout ruined her shot so that man can go on living his life like nothing ever happened after harming that lady. And the fight ensues with Bloody Mary and Peter Parker. We find out she's got other superpowers. Fire. Yes, she has pyrokinesis also. She's such a baddie. Here's Peter Parker kind of figuring out, oh my gosh, they're all the same person. I'm kind of slow, I guess. Like, let's read this, okay? You guys know who she was hunting and how she was handing out justice, and that these people had already been ran through the justice system and they were found not guilty, right? And look at the way that this is worded. Bloody Mary is on the loose. But how does Spidey defeat a villain who is not only a killer, but a danger to herself as well? That's what they say about her. But what do they say about the Punisher? I'm just saying. And so if you liked that story about Typhoid Mary and how she is an incredible, awesome superhero, not villain, I actually own everything she's in. Got a nice little collection over here because my boyfriend's so awesome. And he got it for me for a present for Christmas, which is fantastic because nobody likes her and she's super cheap to collect. And I love her so much. And she actually has an origin story in one of these. And I think I might do that one next so that you guys can kind of see where she's coming from with her hatred of abusive men. Of abusive men, guys. Has nothing to do with men. And I feel like the right men hear this, right?